telling you more about Suryavanshi, Vardad Suryavanshi. Remember the name, as they say, 14 years old, second quickest century in the IPL history.
Hi guys, I thought I'd record a brief update to share my thoughts on the Malahit DSP2 receiver that I've had now for, I can't remember now, I'm guessing 4 months maybe. It's very rare that when I buy a new receiver that my expectations are completely surpassed. I've owned a lot of receivers in the last sort of 9 or 10 years, probably more than 50. When I say receivers, I'm talking about shortwave receivers, most of them portable. I mean, even the ICOM ICR 8600 didn't surpass my expectations because I expected it to be very good, and it is very good. I knew the ELAD, the original ELAD I bought 9 years ago, was very good because someone else that I knew on YouTube, Senderjaeger actually, Mateus, well, I wonder where he is now. He had an ELAD, and so I knew that was going to be good. Probably the only other radio that has completely surpassed my expectations, because I didn't know that much about it. I knew a lot about the original ICF 2001, but the 2001D that I bought about 10 years ago, 9 or 10 years ago. Again, I knew it was good, but I had no idea exactly how good it was. It was a game changer. Bearing in mind that at the time, the best radio I owned was the Yaesu FRG 8800, which is also in itself a good radio. But when I bought the 2001D, it surpassed my expectations as a portable because it's more sensitive than the Yaesu and more selective, obviously, with probably the best synchronous detection circuit that's ever been available. But this radio has done the same thing. I watched a couple of review videos online, so I knew it was okay. But since I got it, it has completely outdone me in terms of what I expected. You all know about the famous sort of noise reduction circuit. I mean, that's the best I've ever come across on any radio. And the display itself is brilliant. The fact that you can toggle the panoramic bandwidth between sort of 192, 96 and 48 kilohertz is just so useful. It tunes from, I think, 10 kilohertz to 380 megahertz, and I think there's a gap from about 404 to 2 gigahertz. I've never bothered tuning all the way up there, but maybe it finishes at no, that's right, actually, yeah, 2 gigahertz. Sensitivity up to about 1 gigahertz is reported to be 0.3 microvolts, which is obviously excellent. I don't know how true that is or not, but that's what's reported. Much better spec than the Radii RF919, of course. But with a very good quality touchscreen, it's a joy to use. And the manufacturing, it's got an aluminium case, superbly manufactured. It looks like a high volume sort of production item. It's really of the highest quality. It's pretty heavy, actually. I'm okay with that. But it's completely different in that respect to the original DSP. You've got sort of high Z and 50 ohm antenna input options. And yeah, it's with a screen that works, there are so many options in terms of signal sort of conditioning and what have you. I mean, I'm not going to go through them, but it's obviously got a built-in preamp. You toggle between high Z and 50 ohm antenna. It's got an attenuator. You can adjust the RF gain. I mean, the list just goes on and on. And it's, once you get used to it, it's very, very intuitive to operate. And then again, with the audio, there's an equalizer for the audio out. You can adjust the AGC gain. You can set for each filter. There's there's wide, normal, and narrow, and you can set the low and high cutoff points for each filter. So massive amount of sort of flexibility. There are loads of options in terms of the display of the waterfall, the spectrum scope, etc., the noise reduction, we've already talked about. And it will demodulate, so CW, digital sideband, AM, USB, LSB, FT8, RTTY, etc. It goes in a narrow FM, wide FM, etc., etc. And you can also access the bands via a set of soft keys in this screen here. So, when you guys have heard some of the stuff that I've copied on this radio, and yeah, like I said, it's completely surpassed all my expectations in terms of its sensitivity, selectivity, ergonomics. It's just brilliant. And of course, it's small. I bought it originally because I was looking for a replacement when I'm traveling, either on business or on holiday. I've been taking my Texan PL880 with me for about 6 or 7 years now, and there's nothing wrong with that radio. It's absolutely brilliant, but I just wanted to travel with something different, something new. And I wanted a spectrum scope, not necessarily a waterfall. And when I saw this, I thought it's quite expensive. I think it was about 300 quid with the import duty. At the time, I was a little bit concerned. Thought, wow, 300 quid, that's actually quite a lot of money. If this thing turns out to be not much better than the original DSP, then I've just wasted quite a lot of money. But it's been absolutely brilliant. And a lot of you will have seen it in operation on some videos that, on quite a few videos I've uploaded already. So, all I can say is I've really enjoyed the last few months using this radio. If some of you, I know that some of you have already sort of bitten the bullet and ordered one of these on the back of some of my videos, and so far everyone's been super impressed with it. If you're still not sure, then my advice would be 100% buy one, and you really won't be disappointed. It's capable of DX. Because it's got adjustable sort of RF gain and what have you, it can handle large antennas. I've used it with my Welbrook loops, I've used it with long wires. So the dynamic range in terms of large or strong signals is mitigated by the fact that you can adjust the RF gain, etc. It's just absolutely brilliant. One thing you do have to do with this radio, which is similar with the ICOM, is that for the best signal fidelity, you sometimes have to sort of offset the preamp with the RF gain and find a balance there. But again, it becomes very intuitive, and just a great rig to use. The battery lasts quite a long time. I think it's a 5,000 milliamp hour capacity. Obviously, lithium ion, USB-C cable that comes with it. And what's also nice is that, if you haven't seen this already, and on my other videos, it comes with a really nice sort of hard case, and it comes with quite a few peripherals, so for example, it comes supplied with telescopic antenna, sort of land carry handle. Doesn't come supplied with a Sony AN71, but and a few other sort of bits and pieces that I won't sort of really go into. Obviously a charging cable, etc. But in the end, although fairly expensive, I know that we don't all have deep pockets. This is worth £300 if you're looking for a high-end portable. I can't think of a better radio than this right now that's available on the market. This is probably the best shortwave portable available on the market, in my opinion. I'm just trying to think. I've had a 501X, H501X. It was okay, but terrible on medium wave for DX. Sideband audio on medium wave, which is necessary for medium wave DXing, wasn't very good at all, so I actually gave that away or part exchanged it. The PL880 is a great radio, but I'm looking for something a bit different. I'm struggling to find anything that I think is better value for money than this radio. So if you are thinking about buying this radio, as I said, my opinion, don't hesitate. So that's about it. I haven't recorded any videos using this radio for a while because I've been busy doing other stuff, but there are more to come. And obviously next time I travel on business, which will be, well, it'll be happening this year at some point, and if I go on holiday, this will be coming with me and I'll be uploading videos using it. So there you go. I just thought I'd share that with you. If you're in the market, give it some thought. Thanks for watching, and 7-3.